Be the first time in nearly a decade that Nissan reports an annual loss. So for the hundreds of thousands of Americans recently laid off, there are some things you can do to keep your spirits up while you try to make ends meet and search for another place to work. With us now is the author of The Noticer. Sometimes all a person needs is a little perspective. Andy Andrews is with us. Andy, good to see you.
Good to see you, Shep. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. You have a list of 7 things that people can do, and I wanted to go through 3 of them if we can. And the first seems like something that you could do in just about any part of your life, and that is seek wisdom.
You know, seeking wisdom has so much more to do with the ethereal than it does educational. If we can get our lives around people of extraordinary vision and people who know more about things than we do and who are better than we are at certain experiences, life becomes better. You know, we are all so terrified about the children that our children hang out with, and yet as adults we don't seem to pay that much attention to it. And yet when we put in a difficult situation, seeking wisdom is huge with the associations that we have and the books we read and the things that we listen to.
All right, and then you say, be a person of action, seize the moment.
Yeah, actually do something. You know, I know that I feel like sitting down on a TV and watching Jerry Springer and eating ice cream when times get bad, but people who are depressed are sitting on the couch alone, and we need to get out and do something, be among other people, and to actually have a focus that is beyond ourselves, to do something. God feeds the birds, He doesn't throw the worms in their nest. But if we do something, something can actually happen.
And you're saying, I love this one, choose to be happy. It is a choice you make sometimes. I mean, no matter how bad things are, you can say, all right, I'm going to find something good. I'm going to realize Jessica, my stage manager here, is cool and treats me great and that we're great friends, and I can just choose to be happy about that.
You know, I'm not saying choose to be happy as in, gosh, 5 seconds ago I chose to be happy and now I really am. And that's kind of stupid. But I do believe people can choose to be grateful. I do believe that when we look around and realize that if we get to a point we can't be grateful for a roof over our head and enough to eat, we got to remember there's a billion people going to bed tonight without either. And so there are things that we have to be grateful for, and when we actively choose to be grateful, we can raise our spirits, and we can become people other people want to be around. And when we become people other people want to be around, then opportunities find us and encouragement happens, and good things happen to people that people want to be around.
Yeah, miserable people make happy people miserable, and if you just try to spread a little love now and then, I mean, that's a lesson I could use for sure, but I mean, it seems like something good for all of us.
Listen, there's a lot of hope out there, even in the worst time of your life. It may look like things are gloomy and nothing's ever going to happen for you, but you got to remember that it's really normal. You're still breathing. If you're still breathing, that means you're still here. If you're still here, that means you're still it's still on this planet, and you haven't done what you were supposed to do. Your purpose hasn't been fulfilled, and if your purpose hasn't been fulfilled, that means the most important part of your life is yet to be lived. And if that most important part of your life is yet to be lived, it doesn't matter how old you are, how sick you are, or how broke you are, or how depressed you are. There is more. There is more to more success and more laughter to have. There's more just by the fact that you're still here.
Andy Andrews, love the attitude. Live with us from Nashville. Hotty toddy, thank you. All right, Andy. It appears more folks around the world are turning to fast and cheaper food as the economy slows. McDonald's sales jumping more than 7%.